SCP-37. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-37 is magnetically contained in a subterranean complex known as Site-22. Object size, spectral signature, and temperature are constantly monitored both on-site and remotely from Site-98. The primary containment chamber is lined with heat-conducting, radiation-resistant nanopec GFV polymer tiles and evacuated of any atmosphere. Heat from the object is radiated onto the surrounding rock. Should enclosure integrity become compromised, the emergency system will generate a low-power argon plasma shield. This is projected to provide a minimum of 4 hours for on-site engineers to effect necessary repairs before the object breaches containment. In the contingency that stellar evaluation proceeds ahead of projections and a nova event appears imminent or a containment failure is otherwise unavoidable, any remaining project staff are authorized to initiate PTWAC protocol. Description: SCP-37 appears to be a star approximately 5 cm or 2 inches in diameter, with a luminosity of about 1 × 10 to the -12 times power that of our Sun, and a surface temperature of about 5000 Kelvin, determined by UBVRI analysis. The origin of SCP-37 is unknown. However, analysis suggests that it shares many properties in common with a typical main sequence star, other than its anomalously small size. It is theorized to have entered the Earth's magnetosphere via the North Magnetic Pole. The object was discovered in redacted above the Beaufort Sea at approximately the North Magnetic Pole. Intense electromagnetic interference was reported by Canadian Forces Station (CFS) alert, followed by an extremely bright object descending towards the ocean from the sky. The SCP's Guardian responded and discovered the object wavering in an erratic trajectory about 200 meters above the surface of the water. Once containment procedures were devised, it was transported to Site-32 for study. Containment and transport of SCP-37 have been archived by the use of powerful electromagnets, to which the artificial aligns itself according to its own magnetic field. The primary challenge to containment thus far has been its powerful electromagnetic emissions, which are intense enough to be easily seen by the naked eye from the high Earth orbit. Its current enclosure is located deep underground to prevent detection and to facilitate radioactive cooling into the surrounding bedrock. In effect, the entire facility and the surrounding volume of the Earth's crust act as a massive heat sink. Addendum A. Over the past years of study, the star has undergone a shift in emitted EM radiation, suggesting that it is undergoing stellar evolution at a vastly accelerated rate. If standard stellar models hold up, this will soon result in an increase in radius by a factor of 100 to 300 times, and a concomitant increase in radiated energy. Emergency containment contingencies are being studied for that eventuality. Further progression of the star's life cycle will likely terminate in a stellar nova, which is estimated to have a yield of Extrapolations predict this to occur in Research is underway for a method to arrest this development or to transport SCP-37 a safe distance from the planet before it occurs. PTWAC Protocol. Sent August 5, 1977. To O5 Council from Dr. Innes. Subject: SCP-37 Emergency Neutralization Research. Body: Sirs and Madams, the agents embedded on the US DoD have managed to alter the projected requirement for the NASA orbiter program. The vehicle will now be designed with enough space to accommodate SCP-37 and a temporary containment apparatus in order to facilitate transport off-planet. However, I continue to have reservations. Modern rocket technology simply is not reliable enough for the needs of this project. A single mistake could lead to a launch failure and subsequent loss of containment, possibly catastrophically. Even a successful launch would have to proceed perfectly, lest the result be visible to observatories and instruments and possibly the naked eye around the world. There are numerous artifacts contained by the Foundation which might allow us to transport SCP-37 safely and cost-effectively to an adjacent dimension, universe, or esoteric domain. SCP in particular might prove especially convenient for this purpose, considering the outcomes of recent attempts to explore it and the difficulty of neutralization of SCP-37 might thus serve the added purpose of reducing or removing the threat posed by that anomaly as well. I implore you to reconsider the PTWAC proposal submitted in light of these concerns. End message.